Hi, I'm Barry Sahajian. This video is how to improvise slap bass lines, bass day 10 of 100. There's a few ways we learn slap bass lines. You can sit and play around, and when you find things that sound good to you, you put them together and try to memorize them. You can transcribe a line of your favorite bass player. You can read some stuff. On this video, I'd like to teach you how to develop your own sound and come up with your own original lines. In the beginning, I did a little improvising, and there was a drum part with it. You noticed I was locking in pretty nicely with the drum part. I'm going to show you how I did that and how I created a line. It was totally improvised. I never played that before. So let's get started right now. I have some examples and some ways to improvise on these lines that I'm sure will help you. Next, let's take a look at the drum part, which is aligned with the bass. This makes it more enjoyable to play as well as strengthening the groove. This is the bass line, and this is the drum part. On the drum part, we have the first line of the staff would be a bass drum. On the upper line, the top line of the staff would be the bell of the cymbal, and we have the third space would be the snare drum, and that is all we're using on the drums. Now let's look at how the bass line and the drum line up. So first beat, first eighth note, we have an A on the 5th fret of the E string with a slap, and we have a bass drum on the first beat. Then we have a pop on the A, that lines up with the bell of the cymbal. 2 A's on the 5th fret, which are kind of low, and they work great with the bass drum. We have a rest on the bass line, and here we have the bell of the cymbal, and it fits right real nice in between and makes it keep moving. We have a rest on both the bass line and the drum part. And over here we have some dead notes, and we align them with the bass drum, nice and deep. Great, makes great sense. And here we have a dead note, and it has the ride cymbal with it. A pop over here, and that goes with a snare drum. Now we have a ride cymbal bell going with that low A with the slap. Another one. Then we have a snare drum with the pop on the A 7th fret. So we're going to do a little counting, and we're going to count just on the spots where the circles are. And in this case, you got a bass drum, a bass drum, a bass drum, and we have a snare, a bass drum, snare, and snare again. So let's give that a shot. Now you can count this many different ways, but we're just taking specifically the bass and the snare. So let's try it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E N. That's the rhythm. Now we do this a couple more times till you actually hear it as like a single unit type of a thing. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E N. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E N. Now we do it a little faster. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E N. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E N. Okay, at this stage we need to memorize it, like I said. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a metronome for a decent count in, and I'll let it run, so if you make a mistake when you're doing it and you try a metronome, you'll know about it because it'll be off sync. We have it memorized. We have the rhythm internalized. Now, let's use it. Pick the bass up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play one note to start out. And I just want to see that I know the rhythm and I'm able to play it on my instrument. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I played simple lines, but I was just concentrating on adding things at the right spot. And if you just take that and experiment and you do it over and over, ideas will come, and some of the things you may feel sound great. And those are the ones you try to memorize again, and you keep emulating from there. And this is a basic way of creating your own lines. Of course, once again, you can just put on a recording and play along and see what you can pick up from that, which is essentially the same thing. But this is a more structured, theoretical way to approach it. The next section is a workout. It has all three examples, example 1, 2, and 3. Each example is divided into 3 sections. First section is me playing the bass with the drum at a slow tempo. Second section is minus the bass at a slow tempo. And the third section is minus the bass at a fast tempo. It does the same routine on example 2 and example 3 as well. There is a chapter for each of the sections in the video description if you want to go directly to one spot to work out, and the entire workout is 2.5 minutes. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of all the videos yet to come. Like and comment, and I thank you for stopping by. See you next time.